So, what's on the agenda? What should we talk about? Is there anything that we need to be talking about? I want to tell my story about what happened to me, as to why I even had a baby out of wedlock.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Regardless of if the other person did me so wrong and so dirty, the embarrassing part is that I didn't see none of it, or that I allowed it for whatever amount of time that I did, So, it was my first.
Oh, look.
And it was like,
Hey, look.
oh yeah. I don't know if they can see it. Oh, what he got in his mouth?
A what?
A worm, maybe. So I
Pick it out.
was doing my thing, reading and still growing, even though I was dealing with an individual or whatever. That was my first. We linked back up 10 years later. So I thought love was coming back around, you know what I'm saying? This is the person that promised me that they was gonna marry me and then turn around and was like, oh, it's just a lot. It's crazy. So, we was doing our thing. I'm thinking love is coming back around, and I even saw the disrespect, you know what I'm saying? I started peeping little stuff here and there. And once I started peeping that stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to wait for you no more, for you to get ready. It's been 15 years at this point. I've been waiting for your ass, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't want to hope for you, because the reason why I hope so bad was because that's who I lost my virginity to, and I never wanted to lose my virginity. I wanted to be able to go into a marriage and say, hey, I'm still a virgin, you know what I'm saying? And once I did lose my virginity, I was like, I don't want to have a whole bunch of bodies, you know what I'm saying? So, me and him, that's why I dealt with my past a lot. It was like my own little way of making myself feel better about fornication, dealing with somebody that I already had dealt with before or whatever. So I pretty much told him, like, yeah, I'm good off all of that. We could just be friends, you know what I'm saying? You getting a little bit, I don't like the way you've been acting lately, how you've been carrying on, the little stuff that I was able to see that was being shown to me. Like, I wasn't even looking for stuff. Stuff would just fall into my lap. Almost every relationship, it was like that. I wasn't pressed about nothing until something popped up. Then it was like, oh, I need to get pressed. Let me stop. I'm thinking everybody follows the same code. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of even being in a relationship if you don't have no plans on being loyal? And that don't mean getting into a relationship and break up the moment that you want to be disloyal. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so he pretty much was like calling me a nigga, like saying I look like a boy, just coming at me as a person. I was just like, yeah, enough is enough. I'm good off all of this. You know what I'm saying? So we just tried being friends. So while we were trying to be friends, I don't think he thought that I was going to not give him none. You know what I'm saying? I was really rocking out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still having a great time here, now that I know that that's something that's not on the table. It doesn't matter. It was so bad that he made a contract. And he put in the contract, he said, that we're doing it with each other. And if we fall in love with anybody else, that we got to pay the other person $50,000. You know what I'm saying? He made a contract. That's what I mean by it's embarrassing, because why would I agree to that? We was going to get it notarized and everything. And last minute, I said, oh, hell no. We ain't doing this. Either you going to marry me or, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing this. I'll just wait for you to marry me. He used to say stuff like, yo, when I get my business, you're going to be the manager for my business. When I get this, you're going to run this. When I get my house, you can clean my house. You can take care of my kid. Wait a minute. But ain't no wife nowhere. I can do all the wifely stuff and you just have a whole nother bitch on your arm. That's crazy to me. Excuse my language. But yeah, so he pretty much was playing around. And he even was trying to act like, oh, just because he's dark skinned too, but like, he's like, you look good. It's just, he wanted that light skin thing on his arm. You feel me? He wanted that light skin thing on his arm. I guess he hated himself because he was dark. And he wanted that light skin thing on his arm or whatever. And even if it wasn't light, he just didn't want me, bottom line. And that's what I had to accept. No matter if he was trying to save me for later. And the reason why I say that is because, do you not know? Okay, so once we turned around and said, okay, we just gonna be friends, I'm rocking out this and the third, things started getting a little bit better, you know what I'm saying, but we wasn't doing anything. So then he asked me, he like, yo, can we just do it one last time? My weak self was like, I had just finished watching his kids and everything, you know what I'm saying, so we like more so doing business together. He was like, can we do it one more time? I'm like, okay, my dumb self. And that's when he impregnated me. At that very moment, I knew. I cried. I knew something wasn't right. But but I hope that, that wasn't the case, but I just knew it was, because so I just was like, went about life. It was kind of like the Tamar situation, how I lost my virginity, being forced and everybody else looking like, oh, you just did that. Nah, that nigga forced me. That nigga chased me around the room till I got tired. He was jerking my neck, like he even gave me an ultimatum, head or sex, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I'm saying? So, that was his way of, oh, if we do this, we'll be, it'll help us grow. We'll be sure to be married, type stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Da, da, da. But anyway, so fast forward back again. And, so I go about my life. He starts getting crazy because now I really meant that last time. So I'm just rocking out. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Matter of fact, he started getting disrespectful again, of course. So I was like, yo, I'm good. I don't even want to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Block, delete, whatever. It's over. You know what I'm saying? I was already pregnant. I called him. Told him, was like, yo, I got a baby. We got a baby. He was like, yo, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. You block me, you delete me. Keep that same energy. I don't want to hear nothing now. What? I'm like, yo, this don't got nothing to do with me wanting to be with you. This everything to do with the fact that I'm pregnant. We got to figure this out. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You going to have to. Oh, so I got mad. Because, here it is. The hood. I'm in New York in my hood. And everybody know me to be with this dude. Everybody knows me to be with this dude. I believe he even told other people, like, oh, yeah, you can have her. I don't give a fuck about her. Because even this one time, this dude, that's really cool, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he gave everybody the impression that I was a hoe or whatever. So I'm riding my bike. He come up behind me. He like, oh, what's up with you? Rubbing on me. I was like, yo, stop. And these niggas is strong. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? They definitely stronger than me. So I'm like, oh, I'm all right. He like, yeah, look at all this, ass, whatever. He like, yeah, you gonna give me something? I was like, no, can you get off my bike? He was like, nah, you gonna ride with me. I was like, you gonna ride me? Meaning like, he gonna ride on my bike, on my bike while I ride the bike. And I was like, oh my gosh. He was like, yeah, come on. He was one of those menaces in the school, you know what I'm saying? So then I said, he said, you gonna ride with me. You gonna ride me. I said, what? So I get on the bike and I start pedaling and I'm scared. I'm shook. And I was like, yo, I gotta go home. I was like, yo, my mom is gonna be looking for me. He was like, nah, where your house at? Your house over here? Cause yeah, we both going home. Yeah, like that. I was like, huh? So then he was like, yeah, your house somewhere over here, right? Ain't it over here somewhere? The Most High must have came through. I know he did. Man, I started riding. I started pedaling that bike. You ain't never seen, you know that Cat Williams things where he was like the little boy with the no legs. It wasn't a little boy, but the boy with the no legs that was running, and he won all of the track meets and stuff, and people started complaining, saying that he has a mechanical advantage that nobody else has. That's how it was. Ting, 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 ting. I started riding that bike. He said, yo, B, slow down, bitch, slow down, slow down. Bitch, slow down. I said, nigga, you want to ride? We gonna ride. So I started riding that bike. I started riding it all the way to the bay. Nigga, we both about to drown. I'm taking both me and you into this motherfucking bay, because ain't no way you touching me. So, yeah, so that let me know that he was on some BS, telling everybody else, like, yeah, she an easy target, you could get her type stuff, this, that, and the third. So after that situation happened, they beat him up. And I'm sitting there and I was confused, like, yo, why they even do this to him? You know what I'm saying? Why they do this? That's cause you lied, nigga. He could have caught a rape charge, you feel me? Off of this nigga lying to him, telling him that I'm easy and I could this, that, and the third, when the only person I had ever been with was him. You know what I'm saying? During the time. The only person I even was worried about. It was like crazy. So yeah, fast forward back, called him. He like, oh, you know, keep that same energy. So I get upset and I tell the hood, because everybody in the hood saw me with him every day of the week, all the time. So I'm like, so I put it on Facebook. You know, that's the most dramaful I've gotten, I believe. It could have been when I was younger, some more stuff, but I put it on Facebook. I didn't bash him. I was just like, I don't understand. Like, I ain't never did nothing to this person for him to act this way. And this baby definitely never did nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to get back to it.